Welcome to Everything Currency. I'm your host Jay, and today I will be talking to you guys all about some updates, bullish updates about the entire crypto market. Now, shout out to the people who hit me up and said, Jay, you haven't been dropping any videos. My bad, y'all. I've been busy. I've been building my own crypto project. If you want to know more about that, hop in my Telegram group and ask me. I will share the links there. But since we are back and it's been a while, I want to give you guys an update on what I was talking about in my last video. It was titled, Is It Done? Some people thought I was saying the market was over. I thought we were reaching a part in the market sentiment where it was a good area to start to look into some of these coins, to start to get overall bullish. If you were bullish and the market had continued to go down, there was a lot discussed in that video. I'm going to reiterate that here and talk about some of the updates that shown those sentiments to be correct. So if you're new to this market, if you want to learn more about this market, or you want to take advantage of this market in every way, shape, and form, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Leave me comments, like the videos, and let me know if there's anything that you would like me to make a video about. So you've seen the intro. Mr. Jerome Powell, Mr. Fed, did his thing today, did us a big one and said, hey, we are going to lower the interest rates by 0.5 basis points. So the interest rate has gone down. So for those who don't know why the interest rate is important, the interest rate is an important tool that they use to help keep the economy in check, to either speed up the economy or slow down the economy. As you guys know, we don't want anything to be too fast and we don't want anything to be too slow. We want just nice sustained growth over time. So far it's been really rocky, and we've been having to do a lot of adjusting with some of the things going on with the Fed right now. But overall, what the sentiment of the market is when we lower the interest rates, the cost of getting dollars becomes cheaper, so dollars become more flooded into the market. There is a higher supply of dollars, which means that people could pay more dollars for things, which means price go up. So that's the reason why people are so bullish. If we want to talk about, economics and what it really means for the economy, like long term, over a 5-year period, it might not be as bullish as some people think. But on these 4-year cycles, in this Bitcoin market, in this, let's go ahead and make ourselves 100 million in the the next 6 to a year or something like that, this is what we're actually looking at. So the Fed cut rates, and that got the market very bullish. We can take a look at that on the chart right here. This is the monthly chart of Bitcoin. This is the halving chart of Bitcoin. But if I zoom in right here, so you can already see we are bouncing on this critical level. This is the monthly, but if I zoom in on the daily, we can see that these last 3 days have been pretty bullish in anticipation for that rate hike and anticipation for more things going on overall in the market. So while we're here on this chart, let's just take a look at it. Let's take a look at what's going on here. So these horizontal lines are the halving cycles of Bitcoins. What's very interesting about this entire thing is that the halving cycles seem to coincide with the 4-year refinance debts, the debt refinance cycle of the entire global market, which is great because that's just showing that, hey, debt gets refinanced, people have more money, and then price go up for all assets, any assets. So right here, if we look at these, you have one cycle right here. You can see that after the cycle started, it was kind of some sideways action for a couple of months, and then it went parabolic for about 5 to 6 months, and so many people get rich during that 5 to 6 month period. That is the big bull run. That is alt season. So people talk about it like it happened for 5 or 6 years, but no, it really only went from April of 2017 up until December of 2017, and then it was the bear market. Everybody who bought after that had to sit there and wait till the next cycle came up. And then from here, after the halving, it was only from April 20th up until April of 2020. So this one lasted, oh wait, hold on, April 24th 2020 up until April April 19th, 2021. So that one lasts a little bit longer, about a year cycle of coins going parabolic. But I will be honest with you, during that point in time, there's probably only 4 to 5 months where each coin ran. I say that to say this: we are still early in the beginning of this phase. Like, if we look at where we are right here, it looks similar to this. This from the halving to here was 190 days. If we go to where we are right now, we go from the halving to 100, and we're 186 days, and things are just kind of going sideways. So if history repeats, or if history rhymes, this is a good area for things to pump. And then we have outside catalysts like the Fed lowering those interest rates to pump these things. It's making it look very, very good, making it look very, very good. In other bullish news, because there's a ton of bullish things going on now, if you were watching my channel or watching any crypto or paying attention to crypto about 6 months ago, or maybe even a year ago, you heard a lot of people saying, hey, the price may go sideways, the price may be boring, price action could suck, all the way up until election time. And that's actually what we're seeing on these charts. It's very, very interesting. You see right here, since like January of this year, you had a bunch of sideways action. We've been fighting in between, let's call it 75 and 65, or 75 and 55. It's a big range, but the price has just been ranging there, getting very boring, getting very, it's very boring during that time. During that time, people start to move away from investing, and they start to move into gambling. And that's where we see things like Pump Fund and Pink Sale become very, very popular in this market. And that is bringing in a lot of retail investors, and those retail investors are going to, as a matter of fact, if we look right here, we can see this article right here that says Salana hit 75 million active addresses as Sol battles the 132 level. 75 million active addresses. Now, granted, I have about 5 addresses. I know people who probably have 5-10 addresses. I know people who get new addresses each month, but still, that is a very high number for a crypto protocol. And what people are doing is basically making meme coins or trading meme coins. But the meme coin fatigue is starting to pick up. There are people who are coming into the market. Maybe they hit on maybe 1 meme or 2 memes. Maybe they lost on all memes. But the thing is, they're getting into this market. They're learning how Web3 works. And that's what wakes them up to say, hey, there's some altcoins that are building some things. Like, a lot of the problems in meme coins have already been solved by some of these other meme projects. And then we can see that actually, trickle in that way. But what I'm saying is the onboarding that meme coins is doing is great. A lot of people are getting onboarded into crypto. Granted, a lot of them are going to become gambling addicts, but a lot of them are going to be solid investors in crypto, and that's dope. That's what we need. And if you made money on memes, shout out to you. I've made some money on memes. I know people who don't touch them, and I know people who have lost a ton of money on them, but I will say they're more of a gamble than other investing. And a lot of people hate when I say that, but I say that to like protect people. I don't want them to go in there and you can lose all your funds. You think losing 50% over 2 years sucks? Try losing 100% in 2 hours. That is bad right there. But nonetheless, there are other super cycles. Like this meme coin thing has taken the narrative for a long time, but there are other things happening now. One of the, I think, is probably the third most popular narrative that's going to be happening is Deepin. Deepin is decentralized physical infrastructure. Basically, it means you got some type of real world device that is going in with crypto. Now, they have devices, for example, that you can connect to your car and earn crypto for driving and stuff like that. But Borderless Capital is to launch its third Deepin focused fund worth $100 million. Now, for the people who are saying, hey, where is this money going? How does this help? This and that. That's $100 million to get people to build the next great DApp or the next great app for decentralized physical infrastructure coins, or just for DeFi, or just for crypto in general. A DApp that everyone uses, that no one thinks of it as this crypto powered DApp, but it's something that's useful and everybody just uses it for what it is. But there's a ton of money going into that, and this is going to play out. The bullishness and the returns from this is going to play out over the next couple of years if we continue this bullish sentiment that we have going on right now. Now, speaking of bullish sentiment, if you've been watching any crypto things about a year ago, you heard about people saying, hey, around election time is when prices might start to pick up. We don't want to see the prices be going down when elections come in. That's what everybody's thinking, that the politicians are thinking, right? And with that being said, we have an interest rate, the interest rate being lowered today. Also, we have the S&P and the DJI in close to all-time highs in the market cycle. So that's very great for investors right there. Also, you have this. You have Trump becomes the first president to use Bitcoin publicly, buys burgers for fans. This is cool because it's going to make news, it's going to make headlines, but when you watch the video, Trump didn't know what he was doing here. He wasn't touching this, you know. And Kamala Harris said she would also be interested in looking into some crypto stuff, but I think this is these guys hopping on board, playing ball. What that tells me is that there are enough people using crypto, there is enough of a following in crypto for this to actually be an issue that some politicians want to bring up to people's attention in this point in time. Now, this video is funny, you know. Trump didn't even really touch it, and then he said, oh, this is the first, you know, we made history right here. Well, it is history. It's pretty dope to see an ex-president and a candidate using crypto, but there's going to be more and more of this in the future for sure. Now, besides meme coins and the hype that you have on Bitcoin and everything else, real world assets is crypto's killer app. I've been saying this for a long time. Tokenizing things, taking things in the real world and putting them on chain. It's so obvious, right? It's so obvious. But Polygon exec says that it is the next killer app. You have places like BlackRock putting $100 million into this stuff. It is a lot of money being poured into this, and it will be a very good narrative. That's why we're looking at things like prop. That's why we're looking at things like NTX. That's why that's why I'm building things in this market right now. If you want to know about what I'm building, hop in the Telegram group. We could talk all about it. But, you know, excited to see RWAs start to take off more in this market. It will be super dope in that regard. And last but not least, now, if you guys follow my channel, some of you guys don't. Let's just start off like we're all new. Welcome to the channel, everybody. One of my favorite cryptos is a coin called Track Origin Trail. Why? Because they are working with Deepin, RWAs, and data. It's basically a data play, and data is the new oil, and the people who own the oil are the richest people in the world right now. And Microsoft, BlackRock form a group to raise 100 billion, not million, 100 billion to invest in AI data centers and power. This is huge. This is straight huge, and it is straight great. I think overall this will be great for Track, because Track is actually in cahoots with Microsoft. They have talked about BlackRock before, but they're in cahoots with Microsoft. They're in cahoots with Nvidia and Polkadot and some of the other big players in artificial intelligence. And 100 billion to invest in AI data centers is just crazy. There are some big things happening in the crypto market right now. Now, I took my break just in time for all that to happen. We're rejuvenated, we're ready. Let's get this money together. Let's go. If you are not in crypto, if you're sitting on the sideline, or if you're in meme coins and you're getting rugged every day, it's about to get a whole hell of a lot easier for people to do things in this market, whether it goes up or down, because the chop is now coming to a close. Now, like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you have no clue what I'm talking about, we're going to be helping y'all navigate these crypto waters to the greatest potential. Y'all think positive and positive things will happen. RIP to crypto roots, and remember, never finish a negative statement about currency. Until next time, peace.